Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'll be discussing about the topic electrocardiograph. This is from the chapter Body Fluids and Circulation from class 11 biology. Let's start with today's topic. Electrocardiograph is a machine used to obtain an electrocardiogram. Here, the electrocardiogram, in short, ECG, is a graphical representation of the electrical activity of the heart during the cardiac cycle. The cardiac cycle consists of different phases like joint diastole, atrial systole, and ventricular systole. So, during these different phases of cardiac cycle, the electrical activity of the heart can be recorded by using an instrument, electrocardiograph. And this graphical representation of the electrical activity of the heart during cardiac cycle is called electrocardiogram. In short, ECG. Okay? Here, to obtain a standard ECG, a patient is connected to the machine with 3 electrical leads, one to each wrist and to left ankle. They are connected. Now, for a detailed evaluation of the heart's function, multiple electrical leads are attached to the chest region. These electrical leads continuously monitor the electrical activity of the heart during cardiac cycle. Okay? Here, each peak in the ECG is identified with a letter from P to T that corresponds to specific electrical activity of the heart. You can see here letter P, Q, R, S, T. So these letters are used in ECG. Okay? And here letter from P to T correspond to specific electrical activity of the heart. The P wave represents the electrical excitation of the atria or depolarization of the atria, which leads to the contraction of both the atria. Okay? Now, moving to the next. The QRS complex represents the depolarization of ventricles, which initiates the ventricular contraction. Here you can see the P wave denotes depolarization of atria that initiates atrial systole, and the QRS complex is indicating depolarization of ventricle that initiates ventricular systole, and after that the T wave represents the return of the ventricles from excited to normal state, that is repolarization of ventricles. So here the T wave denotes repolarization of ventricle. Okay, so the end of the T wave indicates the end of ventricular systole. Okay, so this is how the different waves in ECG are denoting the different phases of electrical activity of the heart. Okay, now obviously by counting the number of QRS complexes that occur in a given time period, one can determine the heartbeat rate of an individual. In an adult person, the average heartbeat rate is 72 times per minute, and that heartbeat rate can be understood from ECG by counting the number of QRS complexes in a given time period. And here are some important terms in connection with ECG. Here, bradycardia. If the heartbeat rate is slower than the normal heartbeat rate, then it is called bradycardia. If a person is suffering with bradycardia, and if their heartbeat rate is below 50 beats per minute, then some of the symptoms can be seen, like the person can feel dizziness, fatigue, sweating, or maybe the person suffers with fainting. So this is about bradycardia, slower heartbeat rate than the normal heartbeat rate and its symptoms. Now, the another condition, tachycardia. This is faster heartbeat rate. If the heartbeat rate is higher than 100 beats per minute, then some of the symptoms can be seen, like the person may suffer with fainting, or there can be turbulence in blood flow, or there is a possibility of formation of blood clots. So this is about tachycardia, faster heartbeat rate than the normal heartbeat rate, and its harmful consequences. Okay, now let's discuss about the clinical significance of ECG. ECGs obtained from different individuals have roughly the same shape for a given lead configuration. Okay, so this shape is same for most of the people if some particular leads are used. Okay, but if there is a deviation from this, okay, any deviation from this shape indicates a possible abnormality or a heart disease. Okay, hence ECG is of great clinical significance. Let's discuss what is the importance of this ECG in clinical studies. Here, ECG can be used to measure the rate and rhythm of heartbeats. Okay, it is also used to measure the size and position of the heart chambers and presence of damage in heart muscle cells or conduction system, and also the effects of heart drugs and the functioning of implanted pacemakers can be understood from ECG. So today I discussed about electrocardiograph, an instrument used to measure the electrical activity of the heart. Electrocardiogram, the graphical representation of electrical activity of the heart. The different peaks present in ECG, okay, and the heartbeat rate, some important terms like bradycardia and tachycardia, and finally I discussed about clinical significance of ECG. This is all about today's session. For more videos, subscribe to my channel. If you liked it, share it with your friends. I'll be back with another video. Have a great day. Thank you.